Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing?
Carry on Johnson, better hold on to that football. That's the first touchdown of his NFL career, as his guys have now moved out in front. And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie, the first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
This is fielded at the goal line. And penalty markers down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. And this is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Prescott on 1st down. Dancing to his left. Letting one. Oh, wide open. Complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are in for 6. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Lions. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And this is caught by Curse. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Now a handoff, Johnson. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Stafford. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
22!
Throwing on third down, Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Well, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48.
Gun. Here you go. Here we go. 47. 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Flushed out right. He's going to let this go. Man, it's caught inside the 10. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. A big play here for Dallas. 46 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now Elliott. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here come the Lions now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Robert Quinn in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for Detroit. And even 40 yards. Well, last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Eluding the pressure right.
And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Here we go with Johnson. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kerryon Johnson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown. Prater for the extra point. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Here we go, 46, 46.
Prescott looks to throw on first. He's going to fire one deep over the... And he fires one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a... Nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. That ball running right through it. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And almost intercepted. If he could have picked it, maybe some space to go the other way. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game. And I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
Let's go. Set, lady.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Let's go now, let's go. Hey, tag 58 right.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
To throw on second down is Stafford. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. A hat tip to P.J. Williams there defensively, making sure that one didn't find its target. The Lions on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same story each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
14 seconds, all that's left of this first half as they come up on first down. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to take another shot here. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw on second down. Stafford. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. From the gun, here's Stafford. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Sean Lee. He's the one to get in this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. The man they call Snacks, Damon Harrison, in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Forced out to it. And he's going to go down again. Hey, Sean Robinson in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. And they'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
46.
Prescott to throw it. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Oh, he shifts past him. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return, and the Lions will take over. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stafford. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Tyrone Crawford. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Third and long. It's Stafford. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Oh, and now some space to operate. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Here's Prescott. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Michael Gallup, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Sean Lee able to get in there and drop him behind the line. To throw on second down. Stafford able to shake him off. And the pressure gets to him again. Robert Quinn in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Out of the gun, Stafford looking downfield for and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So that one will be accepted. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Well, they didn't really have to earn that first down, did they?
Well, they're not having earned much, are they? Back-to-back penalties. First was 1st and 5, and now they give them a first down.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. And oh, he's going to be hit and driven into the turf.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Prescott now from the 50. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 now. Let's go, get out. 26.
Now Prescott. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Damon Harrison in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to kick it away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at the 20. And they'll start the drive of the crowd with Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
They was stopped on that play. We've had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. They go to Johnson again. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. To throw on 3rd down. Stafford. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Detroit. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Taking it about the 16. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
You go 46, 46. Done. Done. Woo.
Prescott from the gun. He's going to look deep down the field. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. A big play here for the Cowboys. 51 yards. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And now he'll tuck it and run. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
Here's another 2nd and goal, this time from half the distance closer. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
The ball down at the 1 as they come up after the penalty on another 2nd and goal. It's a keeper with Prescott, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And he's able to put it through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Dumping it off for Johnson. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
On 1st down, it's Stafford. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The run hasn't worked the last couple of plays. Now it's 3rd and 14. From the gun, Stafford. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Sean Lee getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And no, it's incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. And now here come the Cowboys. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance of winning it?
I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
46. 26.
On second down, Prescott again. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On the left side, Gallup's got it. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The first down carry by Elliott. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
Buying time to his left. That's going to be caught. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. On the sneak, it's Prescott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Dak Prescott scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. The extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's a 20th carry for Johnson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Hey, 4 down, tag 53. 4 down.
On second down, here's Stafford. And that is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Lions on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd and 7.
Set. 260.
They'll run it with Johnson. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
franchise.